My brothers and sisters, choose life rather than death. We're going to be in Deuteronomy chapter 30 today. The Lord has laid out for us in this chapter and in this book, really, a dichotomous path forward. He gives choices. You don't want to be a spiritual robot. So he lays out before you life and good versus death and evil. So if you obey the command of the Lord, which is to love him, essentially, to love the Lord, have a relationship with him, and therefore let your behavior act like that, which is to walk in his ways, you're going to be blessed. But if your heart turns away, then your behaviors will follow. You will be drawn to other gods. And then you have all these terrible consequences. You perish. You don't live long in the land. So the choice today is between life and death, blessing and curse. And he wants us to choose a heart that turns towards him versus a heart that turns away. So choose the affection, not the alienation. Choose life, hold fast to him, walk in his ways, and love the Lord your God. This is from Deuteronomy chapter 30. I'm going to start in verse 15. See, I have set before you today life and good, death and evil. If you obey the commandments of the Lord God that I command you today, by loving the Lord your God, by walking in his ways, by keeping his commandments and his statutes and rules, then you shall live and multiply, and the Lord your God will bless you in the land you are entering to take possession of it. But if your heart turns away, and you will not hear, but are drawn away to worship other gods and serve them, I declare to you today that you shall surely perish. You shall not live long in the land that you are going over the Jordan to enter and possess. I call heaven and earth to witness against you today that I have set before you life and death, blessing and curse. Therefore choose life, that you and your offspring may live, loving the Lord your God, obeying his voice, and holding fast to him. For he is your life and length of days, that you may dwell in the land that the Lord swore to your fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give them. So 2 days ago, we talked about these secret things of God, and we kind of are drawn to the secret things of God, a special revelation, a new word, when all along God cries out, you have enough. You have everything. I've given you everything that you need. Now go and do it. And then yesterday, is what God asks of me today unknowable and unachievable? No, he says in verse 11, just a little bit upstream from where we are in chapter 30. For this is the commandment that I command you today, is not too hard, neither is it far off. It's not over an ocean. It's not up in the sky. You don't have to send anybody to understand it. What the Lord has for you is close. It's near. It's within arm's reach. It's not unknowable. It's not far off. You probably know it already. And if not, just watch for it in the hours of today before you sleep again. So if you don't know it, all you have to do is ask someone close to you about what the Lord may have for you, something you need to work on. Now, it's not going to be easy. Of course not. We're all operating on the envelope of our ability and our dependence upon him, just like he wishes. So yes, it will be hard. Of course it will be hard. But here's the truth. It won't be too hard. It won't be too hard. So it's for me, it's noble, and it's not too hard. It's not too far off. Why? So that I can do it. So the last comfort of what he tells us in yesterday's passage, or just a little bit upstream in chapter 30, was that I can do it. The spiritual life that he has for me is actually doable. So his commands on this day, on this person, for this person, on this acre, is not too hard. It's not unknowable. It's not unreachable. It's not undoable. And it's not unachievable. So let's apply these truths today. Life and death, good versus evil, turn towards the Lord versus turning away, and not loosening our grip, but holding fast. So in conclusion, he gives choices. Deuteronomy is a book primarily about love. It's about affection for and to God himself. Then the behaviors the obedience, following the commands, that they follow the heart. So he says, he lays this out today and says, choose this day, not tomorrow. Don't choose tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to have choices for itself. You have a choice for today. And choose not the secret things and the nebulous things that are for another day and maybe another eternity. Choose the practical, good versus evil, love him versus turning away. Now, is this going to be hard? What the Lord has for you today, is it going to be hard? Yes, it's going to be hard, but it's not going to be too hard. So choose life. It's also going to be noble. It's not the secret things. Choose to follow. It's going to be near. It's not going to be out of reach. So choose the good. And it's going to be for you. It's not for another. So choose him. You choose him. And it's going to be achievable. It's not unattainable. So choose to hold fast. Let me conclude with Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 19. I have set before you life and death, blessing and curse. Therefore, choose life that you and your offspring may live. So what God has for you today is not unknowable, it's not unreachable, and it's not undoable. So choose life, choose him, and love the Lord your God. Thanks for listening.